Well, hello there, Gemini. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are going to be doing your July career and money tarot reading. We'll take a look first at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details about any obstacles on your path or areas of resistance. And of course, we'll take a look at advice from Spirit. I'm also incorporating some of the life purpose cards to help you to see how you may be able to have a better sense of fulfillment in your career or job if you're not looking to change them, or maybe even if you are. But by incorporating our life purpose into our work, we can have a sense of greater satisfaction, a sense of fulfillment, and that also can help us to bring greater prosperity. All right, so let's take a look at what we have here on the horizon for you. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Wow. And discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Wow. Okay, so I feel like this truth is really this intense sense that perhaps, I'm really anxious to take a look at the life purpose cards, how you can use your life purpose in your work. It's kind of like the why behind what it is that you want to create, that you want to share with the world, whether it's your own business or you have a career or a job. It's standing in that truth, understanding that this really and truly is your purpose. And I feel as though it almost helps us. It really does. When our work is aligned with our life purpose, we have this greater sense of power, right? A greater sense of confidence in what we are doing. And we show up in our work in a completely different way. It raises our vibration. And so when we go to work, we're not thinking perhaps about the negative side points as much. We're really embracing whatever it is. We have a different vibration, a different sense of energy when we're in our life purpose. Yes. Wow. This is beautiful. You have joy is fun on the bottom. I feel like it also brings us, when we're in alignment with our purpose, it also helps us not only to just have more confidence and take back our power, it also helps us to have more joy in the work that we are doing, because we understand that is really and truly in alignment with us. It's kind of like, I was a teacher. I'm a retired teacher. So if, you get caught up in all of the paperwork, the politics of being in education, okay? If you get caught up in all of the, let's call it the drama, right? The drama of your job, right? Then you lose touch with why you wanted to be a teacher, for me, right? Why I wanted to be a teacher. And sometimes we just have to kind of go back to that core. Why did you choose this path? Why is it important to you? And then if you feel, for some of you, that you cannot accomplish that in your career or job that you have at this time, I feel like for those of you that feel like that, you may be reclaiming your power and going in a different direction. You see how, these two people are on the path, and then he's kind of like turning and walking away, understanding that, even if you don't want to change your career or job, that you don't have to get caught up in like the office politics or the water cooler talk or whatever. It's kind of like, why am I here? What am I wanting to do? And then it's almost like taking back that initiative, that inspiration, that motivation, knowing that you have the power to have that. Wow, really beautiful energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull a couple of the life purpose cards just to kind of see how this is playing out in this. This is also the number 44. Okay, so it's a master number, and fours are all about building, right? Building stability. We have four corners of a house or four corners of a building. I feel like you're building some strong foundation, knowing it's almost like this month, you just know that you have to be able to step into building what it is that you want for yourself. Once again, it doesn't mean that you have to change your job or your career. It's understanding, okay, why am I here? What am I doing? Where am I going? Getting this clear-cut vision Okay, the truth of where you are and where you want to go. If you're not satisfied with your work at this time, I think you're coming into this energy, especially with the North Node moving into Aries July 17th, taking a look at where you are at this moment and where you want to be and mapping out the path that is best for you. And if need be, making changes, going in a new direction. Yeah, don't let your past hold you back. And this is the South Node, right? So the South Node is what we have mastered in previous lives. The North Node is what we are working on mastering this lifetime. So with the South Node energy here, it really is about not letting, the habits or the mindset, the experiences that you have had in the past to hold you back to having this. I feel like there's just this sense of just, it's not just taking back your power or your confidence. It's just kind of like reinvigorating you, getting you excited to get up in the morning. Where is it I'm going? Oh, I know. This is where I'm going. Having that vision board, right? Going back and looking at your vision board every day and getting really kind of like excited. Yeah, oh my gosh. And then look what you have on the bottom. You have the Death card, the Eight of Pentacles, and the World. Okay, so with the Death card, this is Scorpio energy of transformations, ending one mindset, one habit, one way of showing up in the world, ending that in your work or career. Okay, it could mean ending your job, okay, or ending a career in order to step into this bright new world. I think for a lot of you, especially with this Panther energy, a lot of you, it's not necessarily like changing your job. It's changing the way you're showing up in your work, right? It's changing the way that you walk in the door every single day to embrace your work. It's kind of like a sense of higher enthusiasm for what you do. Now, underneath, we have travel and heart's desire. Now, the travel card is kind of interesting. I feel like you're trying to expand your horizons, whatever that may mean for you. So if you have a business, you're trying to expand your customer or client population, right? Or if you are some type of influencer or just kind of like in a realm where you want to be better known, okay? It doesn't mean you necessarily have to want to be famous, although some of you might want to, but it's just this energy. I want more people to know what I'm doing, right? Stepping into this truth of understanding you are meant to share your information, your wisdom, your love, your light to the world. And it's stepping into this energy of I want to touch the lives of more people. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. It would be somebody that kind of that energy. If you are some type of a coach or kind of, having, I don't know, like doing, seminars or something like that. And you're doing them just in your community, or just in a small area. It's kind of like, okay, I've kind of encapsulated what it is that I want to do. Sometimes we work with a smaller market, work with a smaller group until we really have this sense of confidence that we know what it is that we are here to do. And then all of a sudden we gain this insight. Yes, I have fine-tuned my skills. I'm ready for a bigger audience. What a beautiful energy, because it's kind of like you're wanting whatever you are doing right now in your career sector, you're wanting to take it to the next level. So if you work for a corporation, you're wanting a promotion, you're wanting to help touch the lives of more people. Wow, beautiful. And then you have crystals, and it says your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. For some of you, it's not necessarily that you have to be, selling crystals or anything like that. But I think that this is really kind of an interesting energy to be coming up. Whether you use crystals or you use other spiritual practices in order to heal your energy, there is this sense that I feel like your career is really taking off here. There is this sense that things are really going to open up for you, okay? So it's understanding what can you do to take better care of yourself, take better care of your energy, right? So it could be using crystals, and crystals are a great way of cleansing your energy and also to bring healing to your own self. But you could also be doing other spiritual practices, right? You could be journaling. You could be spending time in nature. You could be watching what you are eating, exercising a little bit more, drinking more water, anything that is going to help you to have as much energy as you possibly can, because I feel as if you're going to need it, Gemini. It's almost like an energy of it's time to really focus on taking good care of yourself and also talking to your angels. Those of you that meditate or contemplate, trying to have some type of practice, a daily practice of quieting your mind and connecting to your intuition or your spirit guides and angels, continuing to do that, because I feel as if they are going to help you with this expansion, understanding better what your purpose is and how you can use it in your life on a daily basis. Okay, so let's go to the tarot. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so you have a Five of Swords, and then you have, look at what you have here. You have look at the bigger picture. This energy of expansion, but I feel like with the Five of Swords, this is that energy of feeling like you don't have what you need in order to expand your business, right? Or to start a new business. If some of you are thinking about starting a new business, this is all about expanding your life purpose, putting more of your life purpose and that energy into your daily work. Okay. So I feel like with this Five of Swords, there is this energy of don't let the past hold you back, right? If you look at the Five of Swords, you see how she has this shadowy figure in the back, and she's kind of like looking at that shadowy figure. The shadowy figure is kind of a symbol of all those things from the past, all of our past experiences that kind of come up to play when we are getting ready to step onto the big stage. So I've shared before that I have helped with children's musical theater throughout the years. And, you know, one of the things is that when some children are getting ready to step out onto the stage with an audience, right? Not when you're practicing, but all of a sudden there's an audience out there. They can get stage fright, right? And it's almost that energy here, like that you are stepping into this bright, big world, something bigger than you can even imagine at this time. I really feel like there is this huge expansion. And for some of you, you could have a little bit of stage fright. It's kind of like, wow, am I really ready for this big promotion? Am I really ready to, take my business to the next level? I feel like you've been thinking about it for some time. You have been trying to put yourself out there to expand your business or something. But believe it or not, there is this little bit of energy that there's been a little fear. Can I really do it? Can I really expand? Do I have the time, the energy, the resources to keep it up? So it's kind of like, I feel like you've been wanting, to grow in this area. And yet at the same time, you've been really holding yourself back. Because it's you could have had like a lack of energy or a lack of inspiration or a lack of motivation, a lack of confidence. And this is coming up. I think the truth is that you are seeing how you have been holding yourself back. You know, a lot of times we can get into that energy of thinking that other people or other situations or the economy or whatever is holding us back. But the truth is that if we really and truly want something, we can harness that energy and move forward, because I feel like you think that there is something bigger that you want for yourself in your career and money sector. And that could even be in your money sector, wanting more material success for yourself, desiring, a bigger home, a nicer home, a vacation, whatever it is. But you're feeling like, no, this is my life. I'm stuck where I am. And I think for some of you, you've been kind of stuck for some time, understanding that when we are stuck, it is about taking a look at the different perspectives of where we are. Sometimes when we're stuck, there's something that we have to kind of learn before we can move forward. And I feel like what you need to learn is really and truly coming in alignment with your life purpose, understanding that the truth that you are discovering is the why of what you do, and coming back to that why and getting inspired and motivated, understanding that this is really what your heart and your soul is desiring. Wow, beautiful energy. Okay, so let's go to your obstacle. Or your area of resistance. Yeah, the end of a tough cycle approaches, and great gratitude. There's this sense of feeling like you could have had the shoe dropping one after another, right? It's kind of like one tower moment after another for perhaps a very long time. So when you take a step forward, right, you may feel like you take two steps backwards. It's been a very tough road, and you may have gotten into the energy of thinking, well, this is just the way life is going to be. Now I feel like you're coming into this energy of understanding that you can have everything that you want. This is the celebration card, the happy family, the happy home, financial security, right? There's this sense here that maybe you have been feeling as if that's just not going to happen, because every time you took a step forward in your career or money sector, when you got a little bit put aside, okay, say you were saving money, trying to save up some money, and you got some money set aside perhaps to buy a new home or something like that, then all of a sudden your car needed repairs and you had to take money out of that fund, your savings fund, to pay for that. It could be that you got one big client and you were like, oh my goodness, things are changing. But then all of a sudden you would have one or two smaller clients leave. It's understanding that you were having this hard time. It was like maybe you were keeping things in balance, okay? Because when something good happened, but then something not so good would happen too. And it seemed like you couldn't make any progress. The thing is that I feel like part of it is your mindset has gotten into this energy of thinking, okay, this is my tough cycle and it's never going to end. It's almost as if, okay, is this it for the rest of my life? It's changing your mindset, getting back into this energy of knowing that this tough cycle that you have been in is over. It's approaching this ending, right? But it's not just about saying, oh, okay, well, finally, the tough cycle is over. And then showing up at work, right, in the same energy every day. It's about taking back your power, getting back reconnected to your purpose. Why is it that you enjoy the work that you do? And if you don't enjoy your work at all, then it's time for you to get kind of like real with yourself and ask yourself, why not? If you don't enjoy anything about your job, right, or your career, your business, whatever you do on a daily basis, then it's a time to ask yourself, okay, why not? What changes do I need to make? Do I need to find a different job? Do I need to retire? Do I need to go in a different direction? And if you're retired, I think there is also this energy here of asking yourself, what do you do on a daily basis? And is that part of your why you are here, your life purpose, right? So if, you're retired and you have kind of fallen into kind of a status quo, right, of daily practices of perhaps like, watching too much television or just sleeping in late or something like that. And life just seems ho-hum. This is very much a ho-hum card, right? It's about asking yourself, okay, where can I volunteer? How can I use my skills, my talents, my gifts, my creative abilities to, have a greater sense of purpose in my life? I feel like there's a little bit of an energy here where you have had to concentrate, no matter, what chapter of your life you're in, you've had to concentrate on just trying to create this safe foundation for yourself. But now there's this energy of not just focusing on getting safe, having security. It's about reconnecting to your purpose. It's just really kind of like lighting up the fire inside of you. When you allow yourself to go there, when you allow yourself to get back into the energy of, yes, why am I here? What am I here to share? What part of my story do I need to share with others? How can I share my love, my light, my creative abilities with others? and then making action plans in order to do that, right? For some of you, it could just be about the way that you connect with people. You know, Geminis, you are very friendly. When you walk into a room, everybody loves to see the Gemini arrive, right? Understanding that perhaps your greatest gift is just the energy you can bring to a room. By asking yourself, have you been bringing that energy, or are you kind of like walking into the room thinking things that may fall apart? You know, this is kind of showing up every day with this what's going to happen today kind of energy, right? Instead of walking in and being grateful to see everybody, being joyful, having a few moments to talk to your coworkers, right? And have a better connection with them. Or the same thing with your clients. If it's kind of like, okay, what is it you need from me today? You know, and you're just kind of all business like. It's about understanding. This is perhaps about having greater connections with the people that you touch every single day. All right, so let's take a look at the advice that you have here. You have faith in your dreams and Wheel of Fortune and playing it safe. Yeah, I feel like you're just playing it safe, Gemini. This playing it safe energy is this energy of, I just want to make sure I'm going to be okay. I think that you're reconnecting. There's this energy of reconnecting not only to yourself and to your why, but also to the people that you touch every single day. You know, it is amazing, right? It is amazing that, you know, when we go to work or when we, you know, go anywhere, right? It's this energy of when you walk in the door. Is somebody greeting you, right? And do they have a smile? Are they having eye contact? Are they glad to see you? You know, one of the things is I have a dentist that I absolutely love, but one of the reasons I love my dentist, and I'm not crazy about going to the dentist, and don't get me wrong, but when you walk into the office, right, the receptionist is always just so warm and inviting. You know, they put you at ease right away, because I think for the most part, most people don't enjoy going to the dentist. It's not something you necessarily look forward to. And I feel like they do a really good job of understanding that a lot of their patients probably aren't looking forward to coming to the dentist, right? But by walking in and just having them greet you and ask you how you're doing and that type of thing, really helps you to feel more at ease, less anxious. Now, when I feel like you step into that energy, all of a sudden things start turning for you. It's kind of like when you start sharing your purpose, your love, your light, you kind of like raise your vibration, and then all of a sudden things start happening wonderfully for you. Oh my goodness. Yes. You know what? This is kind of an interesting energy, because I feel as if part of it is that, oh my goodness, Gemini, I feel like, you know, here you are, the Queen of Cups. I'm saying that's you with the Eight of Swords, kind of feeling tied up, kind of feeling like there's this energy of just self-doubt. This is all about self-doubt, feeling kind of, I think part of this is awakening to what you're special, discovering truth. What is special about you? You know, it really is about asking yourself, perhaps taking a little bit of time to reflect about what people say about you, you know, like, or even asking a couple of your coworkers, you know, what do you think is one of my greatest strengths at work, you know? And I wouldn't be surprised. I think a lot of you, it is the way that you show up in your work. It's the attitude that you bring, your friendliness, right? Your positive attitude, your energy. You know, the sense of, yeah, we can tackle everything. You know, it doesn't matter if we all work together, we can accomplish whatever it is that we're wanting to accomplish here, right? There's no problem that we can't overcome. You know, that energy of just like, yeah, let's go do it. And then being grateful for the people that you work with and your customers, your clients, just being at this energy of being grateful for all of it. I think that there's this energy of not it's not that you don't like yourself. I think that it's almost this energy of feeling like if you like yourself, okay, if you love yourself, there's almost this energy of being conditioned to think, right, that you're egotistical or you're arrogant, okay? So there's this energy of if you truly step into your love and light, okay, and you show up with your purpose in mind, right, and your sense of connecting with others, that people, I feel like whether it's been in your family or past, because it's like, don't let your past hold you back, either in the conditioning that you received as a child, or perhaps in your family, or in previous employment opportunities, right? It's kind of like when you showed up as yourself, when you allowed your love and light to shine, there were people perhaps in your workplace or in your family that dimmed your light, right? So you've allowed this to happen, right? You've allowed your light to be dimmed in your workplace. And it's interesting because then I think you got almost like, a clarification, okay? Because when you got a little money saved up, then all of a sudden the car would break. So you were kind of like feeling like, oh yes, like I can't, if I get ahead, then even the universe is going to, and that's just not true. It's just not true. And that is what you're discovering, this truth. Wait a minute. That you enjoy your work, you enjoy your daily life, you enjoy everything about your life when you allow yourself to love yourself, to like yourself, to be able to look in the mirror and say, wow, I had a great day, I spent, even if it means like, yes, I made a great effort today to connect to other people, to bring other people joy, to make work a fun place, right? Or with your clients or customers, yes, to take a few minutes, and then all of a sudden, look at this, you're the King of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. Once again, celebrating, right? Having that financial security, stability, having everything that you want, because look at this. I think this is you, the Page of Wands, going out there and bringing in your positive energy, being inspired, saying to yourself, reinforcing in yourself why you are doing what you are doing. Just keep going back. In fact, I think if, one thing I would suggest is that you write it on a Post-it note, and like 10 Post-it notes. Put it everywhere. Put it on your bathroom mirror. Put it on your desk. Put it on your computer. Put it on your refrigerator. Put it everywhere. Kind of like, why are you here, Gemini, right? What is your purpose? What gets you fired up about what you are doing? And then every day, just taking that wand of inspiration and going forward. And then you have the 10 of Pentacles. Like you acquire all of the wealth that you are looking for. The Wheel of Fortune. It's you. When you step into being your true you, it's kind of like you're unstoppable. You're unstoppable. Look at this. Yeah, it's kind of like you're coming in as a new, fresh energy. That's all I can say. It's because you have the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. What you have to offer to other people, you're putting it out there. And for some of you, I feel like you may be starting a new job or a new career or a new business, coming in and saying, okay, I may be a novice at this, but that's all right, because who I am, right? My positive attitude and the way that I connect to other people are going to help. Look, you have the the Wheel of Fortune and the World card, stepping into a whole new world. Wow. And I think for some of you, there is this little bit of, I'm not going to say fame, right? But recognition in the world for what it is that you are doing. Wow. And I feel like there is this energy, Gemini, there's this energy of, wait a minute, am I ready for this? It's kind of like, those children that I would work with in musical theater. I'd be like, okay, it's your turn, you go on. And they'd be like, whoa, wait a minute, I'm not sure I'm ready. Oh my goodness, it's just such a beautiful feeling because you want to go to this next level. You want to be on stage or however that means for you. You want to be recognized. You want to go to the next level in whatever this is. But it's kind of recognizing, okay, there's a little bit of anxiety, but not to confuse that anxiety with a sign from the universe that this is what you're meant to do. Instead, it's kind of like, okay, that's just a little bit of stage fright. It's only stage fright. Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, so let's pull some business cards. If you have your own business, or these even work, if you are somewhat dealing with other people in your sector, you're trying to get yourself out there a little bit more. Yeah, strategize. I feel like there is an energy of strategizing. And then finance, and the finance says make a monthly budget for your business and personal income and expenses. Always be clear and specific about your finances. I think this is about getting really truthful with yourself, looking at the facts of what is where you are and where you want to go, right? I actually did this once. I had a board, like a kind of like a whiteboard, and I made 2 columns, where I am now and where I wanted to be like 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, but it was in each kind of like category of my life, right? And it's like where I was and where I wanted to go. And I'll have to say I'm going to do that. I'm getting that back out because it was really interesting when I kind of kept it a visual, and then as things were progressing, right? I would make little notes, and then all of a sudden it'd be like, yeah, okay, I've made that goal, it was really it worked for me. All right, we also have share. Yeah, get your message out, reach more people, and develop a deeper connection with your audience through video. Now, it doesn't have to be video. It could be a blog. It could be just the way that you're showing up when you go to work, right? Just the way. It's about your connections. Gemini, this is definitely about your connections. And then you have sell, learn the art of sales. Okay, you know what the number one art of sales is? Is connecting. It is about connecting to your audience, connecting to what it is that they need. What are they looking for, right? And that is all about just having conversations with people, and then analyze, research your market, analyze your competition, decide how you're going to make better offers and provide more value than everyone else. Once again, it's about understanding your audience and how you are special. What is different about you, Gemini, than what other people have to offer? And allowing yourself to not try to fit in, right? Because with the 8 of Swords, you could be trying to fit in at work or fit in your business, right? You're trying to fit in with your competitors instead of saying, no, wait a minute, I'm going in my own direction. I see what I have to offer. And it is more, it's unique, it's special, but I'm going to put it out there for the market of people that are looking for what I may have. Now, I think that's kind of interesting because sometimes there's almost this energy of wanting to do that, of understanding that you have something special that you want to offer to your customers or your clients, but feeling like, well, I don't want to rock the boat. I want to make sure I'm a sense of playing it safe. I've got things going well here. I don't want to mess up what I already have. But here is the indication that this is a great time to step out, to put yourself apart from the competition instead of trying to fit in with the competition. Understanding what's really special about you, getting into this energy of loving who you really and truly are and being willing to put that out there, right? To say, hey, I am different than all of the other, businesses out there or all the other employees. I am different. I'm going my own way. I'm not going the way that all of my competitors are going. Wow, beautiful energy. All right, well, Gemini, let's pull a creativity oracle card for you to get some final advice. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. So what do you have? Cooperation. Your goal can benefit from you surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Yeah. In other words, if you are with people that don't see the world the way that you do, it's time to separate yourself from that. If you are trying to fit in with competitors, okay, that see the world in one way, but you see the world in another way, it's about putting yourself apart from that, right? And going towards the customers, the clients that are like-minded, that see the world the way that you do. I feel like there is like a market niche, okay, that you have not tapped into. And the reason is because you are trying to fit in with everybody else. It's about what makes you different than everybody else, and then going in that direction, knowing that you, as long as that's in alignment with who you are, okay? So Gemini, is not about going in a different direction if it's not aligned with who you are. It's about understanding what is the most lovable trait about you, Gemini, what makes you special, and then highlighting that instead of hiding it. I feel like you've been hiding it, trying to stay safe, right? Not allowing your love and light to be shined, because in the past you could have possibly, had your light dimmed by other people. Wow, really powerful energy. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I really do appreciate all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.